Fellow citizens, it is now clear for all to see that the PF regime is sabotaging the Zambian economy. In 2011, Zambia had a debt of only $1.1 billion. The exchange rate between the kwacha and the dollar was 7 kwacha, around 7 kwacha to a dollar. Inflation was only 6%. Today, we have a debt mountain which is well over 15 to $20 billion. The exchange rate between the kwacha and the dollar is 22 kwacha to $1. This is damaging the country's economy, and damaging households. Inflation is at a high of 22% plus. These are signs of a badly managed economy. Yet our colleagues in the PF regime claim that the increase in the price of goods and services is economic sabotage by business people. Which business people? I ask. Which business people? It's a failure of leadership. Whose leadership? The PF leadership. We are not surprised with such statements because these are people who have no clue on what is happening to the economy. Why? Because they spend most of their time persecuting opponents and dishing out kwacha, printed kwacha which is not supported by the economy in terms of production of goods and services. And this is inflationary on its own, adding on to the problems we already have on high price of goods and services. This is a leadership that never accepts responsibility for anything that is going wrong, but always blames all the misfortunes on imaginary conspiracies, those imaginary enemies of the state, whoever they are. Not me, not us. We've been advising them to do the correct things, but they've never listened. So they are the ones with the conspiracies, no question about it. They first blamed climate change when there were food shortages and the high cost of food. But we said, no, it was bad leadership, bad planning. Then they blamed COVID-19. Even before the COVID-19 arrived, the pandemic arrived in this country, the economy was already damaged in 2019. Figures are there to see. Figures and facts do not lie. They then went on to blame some of us for all their failures to manage the economy. How can they blame us who were genuine citizens, who continue to be genuine citizens, giving them advice, but yet they don't take it? Blame yourselves. Don't blame anyone over us or indeed other people or pandemics. It is your poor leadership. For some time now, we have been advising them against reckless borrowing, reckless consumption expenditure, the love for luxuries, this appetite for VXs, appetite for expensive planes is difficult to explain. I mean, stop the corruption. We advise them because corruption is taking away resources that are meant for medicines in hospitals, that are meant to support students in terms of BCs, that are meant to provide support to the sick and the weak and the old, those who are living with disabilities. They don't listen. We've told them, stop this reckless expenditure. They continue. Stop the corruption. Corruption grows even more. And all the bad vices that we've been telling them. But their response has been that we are bitter and we are jealous. No. We just love this country. We love the people of Zambia. We are hate when the people are suffering, when they go to bed without food. That is where our interest is, nothing else. The real saboteurs, therefore, of our economy is very clear. It's now written all the wars that the true saboteurs of our economy are the PF leaders, the small clique of PF leaders, the regime of the PF, who are recklessly looting from the government treasury. And now, imagine now, we have a situation where a small clique of PF leaders have more money than the Zambian treasury, the Zambian government. It has never happened before. This is the first time where a small clique of leaders in the PF have more cash to spend than the treasury, than the government to spend on medicines, on education, on obviously agriculture. This is a very strange phenomenon, and we cannot continue like this. This is the reason under our government, priority number one will be to fix the economy, to stop the hemorrhaging of the economy, to restructure the debt, and begin to apply more emphasis on all the revenues that we have on investment expenditure, not consumption, not luxuries, not wastage, absolutely not. Because of these measures we will put in place, we will be able to stabilize the exchange rate, we'll be able to control, manage, reduce inflation, and we'll be able to increase economic activity, which in turn will create jobs, will create business opportunities, will lower the cost of food, producing food, will process more and earn more foreign exchange, and indeed truly be able to get the economy moving again, turn around the economy. This is what our economic management means, and not the hallucinations about imaginary saboteurs, imaginary enemies. You are the enemies. You in the PF, you who are corrupt, you who are spending people's money and living in luxury when the owners of the money are suffering. This is what we want to address. This is our mindset. This is our intent for seeking public office. We want the people of Zambia to have a better life. We want our children to grow in an environment where they can go to school. And after school, they can get jobs. And those who don't want to get a formal job, they can get business opportunities. And overall, lives of our people will improve. I thank the people of Zambia. 2021 August is time for change. Zambians, you need to deliver the change. No one else will do it for you. Wherever you are the campaign managers for HH. You are the campaign managers for UPND. You are the campaign managers for change. That is the only way we are going to change. And on the voting day, turn out to vote in large numbers. Vote for change, vote for the UPND, vote for economic turnaround. And then we will reunite the country, which is divided by these greedy people. I thank you. God bless you all.